This first guard pass that we're going to work is the single underpass. You got to be careful that you don't get caught in a triangle when you're working it, but this is a very effective way to cross your opponent's guard. So you're in your opponent's guard, and you've got good posture, okay? We talked about the angle of our hips, how we want our hips to be up. Well, if you're in your opponent's guard, you want to change that. You want to push and look up so that you disrupt the angle of his hips, all right? I've got good posture. I like to keep one hand right in the center of his torso. Okay, that lets me know when he sits up. It gives me a little help. I can push him back down if I need to. This other hand, I put it right on his hip with my elbow in the center of his thigh, right here. Okay? While I do that, this is called good posture and guard. My knees are spread out so that I've got a good base, I've got good posture, and I've got good control here. When I do this, there's a lot of different ways to break the guard open. This first way, if you need help, just grab onto his waistband and dig your elbow down into his thigh. And I'm not pushing his thigh straight toward the ground. I'm trying to push it off the angle of my knee, okay? So it's not going straight down. It's kind of going off at an angle. Got good posture. I push his leg until his guard opens. Once his guard opens, I take this hand and go under his leg. Be very careful here that you don't get set up in a triangle choke. When I do this, I lean way forward. I'm not taking my body around his leg. I'm going to take his leg and throw it around my body. So from here, I use this hand. I kind of punch with it right around my body and come up into a side mount. If you're not careful with this, your opponent will set up the triangle choke. When I go here, if I'm being real lazy with it, he'll reach right up and finish the fight with a triangle choke right here. So the way I prevent that is when I'm here, immediately, once I go here, I like to kind of block this other leg with my arm to make sure he can't complete the triangle. I just drive my shoulder forward, punch with this hand, punch his leg right across my head, come into a good side control. Going the other way. We're here. I grab his waistband. I push his leg off at an angle. This arm goes under. I kind of block his other leg with this arm so he can't get the triangle. I drive my shoulder forward. I punch with this hand right around my head. Notice that I'm not trying to escape out of the back. If I do this, he will choke me. I'm driving forward with my shoulder, punching his arm around my head, and then I come around into a good side control. Let's look at that from a different angle. We're in our opponent's guard. This hand is in the center of his torso. This hand grabs onto his waist. I drive his leg down, reach under, being very careful. I block the other leg. I drive forward with my shoulders, punch his leg around, come into side control. Going the other way. Grab the waistband, good posture, good base. Break the guard. This arm goes under. Block this other leg so I don't get the triangle choke. Drive my shoulders forward and punch. Right around into side control. That's your single underpass from the guard position. It's one way to work from your opponent's guard over into your side mount.